Still doing it. Welcome everyone. Still playing up a little bit when I start. There we go. Okay. Just going to continue where we left off on Friday. Hopefully get quite a bit more done today. First I need to start. I need to sort all the setup out. Let's make sure everyone has good guns.
No, thank you.
Okay.
I've got a proper contract for you. I don't think I need to tell you that the housing in London's gone mental. Thousands of people living on the street, while perfectly good houses doing nothing but providing cover to criminals, hiding their loot from taxes.
Big, if true. What's your proof?
Nothing that could put anyone behind bars. That's where you come in. Investigate some of these shell houses, expose the tax fraud, take the power back. You got this.
Now, send me her findings. It may be worth seeing if there's anything to her claims.
That's okay.
The data now.
He's got the Uzi on the SMG, which is alright. Grenade launcher, what the hell? So I need that one. Hijack them as well. I think that'd be good. Silencer might be good on the pistol. What else can I get? They're the annoying ones. I'll get the hack for those. I've got quite a few missions. Just give everyone a Uzi. Seems like it. She got the LMG. She's been kidnapped, so we need to get her back.
Has compiled is rather damning. Billions of pounds worth of London real estate is owned by companies registered in known tax havens, often owned by organised crime and paid for with illicit funds. Nobody lives in these homes and the government looks the other way. Not only did this keep the market hyperinflated, but it also takes
Public approval of SIRS shot up today following Counter-Terror Director Malik's statement that the Five Eyes nations will execute a coordinated global response to the DedSec threat.
Mr. Malik, what is the service doing to protect the people of Britain right now?
Well, we're aiming a little higher than just Britain.
Okay.
Soon we can know if anyone in any CTOS-using country in the world so much as utters the word DedSec. Thank you.
SIRS advises citizens that positive discussions of the DedSec terrorist organization or their actions may result in investigation.
This time we're turning our focus back on the media to look at my former employer, the GBB. As we know, the broadcasting has been through a lot of...
SIRS Counter-Terror Director Malik personally oversaw an investigation that uncovered the true identities of every operative in DedSec's London cell.
State propaganda. Our experts speak on conditions of anonymity for their own. Here's disinformation and media expert Charles, who's seen free broadcasters built up by journalists and torn down by Democrats all over the world.
So before the media fragmented, there was this voice of authority that was trusted and worthy of trust. Then what we ended up with is a really commercial model where whether you're talking about an app on a smart device or whether you're talking about a broadcaster, the most important thing is to keep you in that environment.
Fuck, blood. Man don't ever want to be put in bracelets or caged again, man.
Glad to see you back. Now, let's get back to, saving the entire city.
Manipulative techniques around behavioral economics, things that would just keep you scrolling or keep you listening or keep you looking for more information. Is that kind of environment favors...
Right, this is the base.
Authoritarian voice to come in and say, no way, we are. The ground for this environment really got created when we had suddenly authoritarian politicians everywhere. Anything that threatened them.
Located the CTOS hub. Look at that. Some interesting documents in the network logs. Seems this building was recently acquired by a shell company called Grantha Inc.
I'm lost. Why is that interesting?
Grantha Inc. is listed by Nout under the heading, "Fucking hanging bad call that I'm not chuffed about, innit?" I'm paraphrasing, slightly. Snap a photograph of the building so we have something to show Nout.
bloody hell, I forgot to get my camera out. That one.
Targets are in view.
Got it. Bagley, post it up on the app. Let's see what happens.
Consider it done.
You just shoot him.
This area is being recorded by the GBB.
DedSec, any updates on the empty houses?
Hey, so a little robot bird told me that
Yeah.
you're looking into Granta Inc.
Yeah, that's right. From what I've found, Granta is owned by Samuel Toussaint, upper-class twat of the Caribbean.
I know that fucker. The kleptocrat down in Haiti. People are starving because of him. What's he doing now?
Looting the National Treasury, for one. Problem is, nothing I've found directly links Toussaint to Granta, so, I don't know, keep an eye out for suspiciously unoccupied buildings. You might find a lead that way.
Cheers.
I think in pre-crisis Britain it might not have seemed great at the time, but there was something... a more traditional and older pre-digital
keys for, but...
sense, actually, of people. People just trusting what they're told. And that's why we have to be here with radio stations like this to challenge those conceptions. Most citizens feel pretty hopeless, I think, and unable to fight back against these kind of huge mainstream corporations.
West of Warrington Station between. I'll do that another time.
That simply entrench and support the ideals and ideologies of the state, it can seem very hopeless indeed. But I think, you know, the fact that you're out there listening, we're in here talking, shows that there is still a space to combat these false truths and disinformation that's being sold to us, and that it's never possible really to completely shut down, despite all the technologies that they have at their disposal and all the financial and corporate power and all the physical power. It's never quite possible to shut down people's desire to get to the truth and fight for their own ideologies and values, and you know, we're out here starting that task, so don't give up hope.
You've been listening to Buccaneer with me, Tash. We'll be back soon with more of what we'll never hear from the GBB. Keep listening, keep sharing, and keep resisting. This is London Calling. You're here with me, Tash, Buccaneer. Your source for what they don't know. In today's world, we all had to get used to our every move being tracked by the optic and antenna users, and the cameras around us, and with every click we make online. Seems like everything we do is a big data beast. Why are data giants like me so eager to hold our private information and our messages? What are they using it for? Will we ever have real private lives again? What is privacy in the digital world? And what happens when capitalism and surveillance become one? As you know, it's confidential. Speaking from a secure location, here's new technology strategist Charles, who worked all over the world trying to keep democracy strong in the face of the data assault.
If you have enough personal data...
Well, what are we doing?
We're here to find some documents we're calling the Malik dossier. Basically, it's the paper trail that proves Malik was behind the Canada House bombings. Problem is, these documents won't be on one computer. They'll be on dozens, scattered across the country.
So what do we do?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Let's have Malik take it.
CERS uses a supercomputer called Filament to process information drawn from the CTOS network. It's like Noodle, if you could use it to search every document on every civilian, government, or commercial device everywhere in the United Kingdom, instantly.
Nice work, Bagley.
Break in and connect Bagley to a Filament administrative terminal. He'll do the rest.
As usual. DedSec needs you on something.
Almost thought you forgot me.
You don't look familiar.
I don't know you.
No, just let me go. Bloody hell, they're everywhere. What the fuck does she want?
Bit of a wank stand, aren't you?
Well, that was good. Alright, Slayer. No, because they got better guns than me.
Sierra 4-2, this is Control. What's set up the alarms been activated near you. Survey the area. There's nothing amiss here.
Oh no, I've got this one. Oh yeah. Opposite's got a key.
Code 3. Closest units proceed to alarm location.
Find out what set off the alarm. Nothing else. Could be a malfunction.
Fucking hack the key. Oh.
Do you want to die? Give up! Live for you!
Oh, I'm going away. Where the hell am I going? Oh, it's bloody outside. How can I get to that? For fuck's sake. I need a bloody cargo drone. Fuck. Let's go with the drones. I just need to go find one. It's too small.
In order to access the Filament admin terminal from your optic interface, you'll have to align the SIRS satellite network with my packet stream from Bloom Tower. Well done. Now I should be able to stream myself into SIRS's nasty little snoop computer, head to the basement and hack the Filament admin terminal. There's an intruder in the building security systems. Sorry, channel is being hacked.
I've taken control of building security. But I'd prefer to end this bloodlessly, if you're willing to listen to reason.
Don't fucking listen. Zero Day took over Parliament security right before the bombings. This is their MO.
What are you talking about? I want DedSec gone, but no one else needs to die. You've proven yourselves very skilled, and I could put those skills to use. Join me. You can still make something of your lives.
Join Zero Day? That's ridiculous, of course not.
Zero Day? No, I mean SIRS. You've practically been working for me anyway. And besides, we have a lot in common. We both use violence and manipulation to shape London into something better. The only difference is I know what I want it to be. Strong, stable, unified, safe. This is what I value. What about you?
Not blowing people up is near the top of the list.
Fine. If we can't convince each other, then I suppose killing will have to do.
That central server is Filament's admin terminal. Connect me to it to gain access. shit, we've been locked out. Oh, and it seems Malik deployed the microwave drones.
Wait, what?
Microwave drones, one of Filament's novel intrusion countermeasures. They use little microwave cannons to selectively destroy compromised hardware, sort of like chemotherapy for computers. The server room automatically seals itself while they're deployed.
Guys, ideas?
Try hijacking one of the microwave drones and use it to shoot the other ones down. Drones down, server room unlocked. And buggery fuck, Malik has locked me out. He must have a hardline to the server.
Ideas?
A full power cycle will reset his connection and give us enough time to complete the intrusion. But Filament uses 3 quantum processors with independent power. We'll have to reboot each individually.
Oh, so we unplug it and plug it back in?
Close enough.
Great.
Leave me on, there's nothing here. Right, I'm putting a stop to this.
Something about this drone. It can't seem to take a fucking hint. Stupid drone, this isn't a picnic and I haven't got any jam. Would you look at this? A chain of custody documents for 40 kilos of Semtex. It ricochets through a dozen shell companies, but ultimately ends up registered to an address in Southall. And would you guess who lived across the street from it for 30 years? Victoria and Imran Malik, parents to one Richard.
That doesn't prove a thing.
If you shoot this drone down, I'd ask it politely to go away, but I'm afraid I don't speak dipshit. This microwave drone has been hanging around so long I've given her a name. I'd like you to meet Ada. Would you mind killing her?
Don't speak dipshit.
This one is heartwarming and incriminating. It seems that the areas of Canada House immediately around the bonds were evacuated in an unscheduled drill. I have an email chain here between the facilities director and an anonymous SIRS account. Funny that didn't make the news.
You think it's incriminating that I tried to minimize the loss of life? Come on, that's sound so spinnable I'm motion sick.
Look at this. It's an unredacted mission report for 2 SIRS agents instructed to plant explosives as part of a training exercise. And it's signed and dated by the Home Secretary himself.
Seems it's a bad day to be the secretary.
Exciting! Did you know that the head of security for Canada House had a daughter stuck in a Cairo jail? And that she was pardoned the week before the explosion? Why, he would certainly owe a very, very big favor to the SRS officer who pressured the Egyptians, wouldn't he?
I suppose he would.
Seems that Malik's given up having the microwave drones destroy compromised hardware. Now he's got them targeting you. The effect will be about the same, though. What do we have here? Straight from your own laptop, Malik. Case files on all these little side-ops you've been running. Honestly, you might as well have titled this Evil Bomb Conspiracy, Doc.
That's enough. You can't do this. You mustn't do this. I won't allow it.
Independent power has been rebooted. Return to the central core to complete the cycle.
Nice work, Bagley. Now let's get this git.
With pleasure. Integrated with Filament, and it seems Malik didn't quite have time to cover his tracks. I believe I can trace his position.
Do it.
All right, let's find you. Too old, too young, too ugly, too female. Ah, there he is. Hello, Malik. You've been disconnected. Is it just me, or does he look constipated? Right, wouldn't be a briefcase wanker without his briefcase. Oh look, seems someone's locked the door on him. Don't worry, there's no way that's going to... Oh no, it worked.
Guy, what the hell, mate?
Well, that's a wrinkle, isn't it? Is he seriously going to try to get away in a car? A car connected to the city-spanning network of automated surveillance devices? That I control.
Auto drive now enabled.
Fuck! Hello again. You know, for all your scheming, you don't exactly think quickly under pressure.
Better report this malfunction.
What's next?
I sent the Malik dossier to every media outlet from the GBB to the Aberystwyth Sheep Farmers Gazette. It may take some time to sort through, but it ought to clear DedSec's name. At least for this particular thing.
And Malik?
Made the mistake of getting into a self-driving car that owed me a favor. It's taking him to a secure location.
Okay, I'll be the idiot and ask, why are we not just driving that car into a river?
Believe me, I'd love to, but he might be part of Zero Day. I just don't know how this all fits together, but we need to find out.
You hear that, Malik? You're going to help us for real this time.
Bloody hell, you insane robot! Slow down!
Malik has been secured at the safe house.
All right. Now that we have him, we should talk to him, find out what he knows about Zero Day. Just don't get too close to him, all right? As long as he's alive, he's a threat.
Hey, look, they're talking about our friend Malik on the GBB.
Let's see it.
Other documents in the Malik dossier, which were released by the organization known as DedSec. Officially, SIRS disputes the veracity of the documents, though sources within the organization claim that Richard Malik himself has fled the country following what one described as an unprecedented and humiliating data breach. As more of the dossier is independently verified, counter-terror experts speculate that the bombings earlier this year may have also been misattributed to DedSec.
Where the hell's the door? I'll get that.
Okay, Richard. You can't fool us. We know about the bombings. Canada House, but also the earlier ones. So talk.
The earlier bombings? What are you... Oh, God, I've been captured by morons. I didn't do those bombings. I tried to stop those bombings. I am a patriot, and they called me a crank. Even Emma. But that's when I knew that intelligence wasn't enough. To save the Empire, I would need power, and fast.
You knew about Zero Day before you even approached us.
I'm a spy. So yes, I knew a few details about the biggest terrorist attack in recent memory. Truth to tell, I really did think Zero Day was you. That's just Occam's razor. But if you insist on a conspiracy, Albion stood the most to gain. Have you really not thought of this?
Even if you're telling the truth, you've done horrible things. At least in here, you won't hurt anyone else.
Oh, I doubt I'll be here long. These walls will fall along with all of you soon enough. This radical cooperative you created is doomed to fail, like they all are. I've seen it a dozen times in a dozen places. You will tear yourselves apart. You won't even need Zero Day or Albion or whoever. A single unified ideology, a single strong leader. These have been the characteristics of power for all of human history. Democracy and pluralism were anomalies, blips on the timeline. That's what you are. DedSec, a footnote in the history of the Empire. But now the page is turning, and you are not ready for what happens next.
Okay, that's completed the SIRS chapter. What else we got? Clan Kelly.
I've been monitoring the drone network. Mary Kelly has finally sent out the invitations to her slave market sale.
DedSec, it's Caitlin Lau. This is your specialty. Hack one of those drones and get the location where she's selling those poor microchips.
That was easy.
Well, that was simple, even for you. Give me a moment to decipher the security codes.
So, Bagley, what do you have?
Mary Kelly is holding her sale at Hackney Baths. Opened in 1904, it was, as the name implies, a public sanitation facility. In today's more enlightened modern times, it's a slave trading market.
She mentioned foreign investors, so this is big. It means associates, clients, employees, anyone remotely involved in her organization. We're taking Mary Kelly down from within.
Inspector Lau wants to take her case against Mary Kelly to a contact in the Attorney General's office, which means gathering as much data as we can to make sure it has the leverage needed for them to prosecute.
The microchips are a huge part of this equation that we know almost nothing about. We need something tangible about these things. See if you can find anything. Blueprints, receipts, samples.
So, the plan is simple. Crash the Kellys' soiree, find out as much as you can, and, minor detail, try not to get killed.
Can't be too careful at the Baths team. Mary can kill all her captives with the push of a button. If we try to free them now, they're good as dead. She doesn't know we're on to her yet. That gives us the advantage.
As has happened in some of the authoritarian regimes across the world recently. So what we're looking at is not only a set of technologies which make people behave as ideal consumers, but ones which actually can be put to use to prevent radical and disruptive behaviour in the city, which limits the power of any kind of revolutionary force.
So, if you thought you had a private life, you still do. And we're not going to reclaim our lives without a fight. I'm Tash, and you've been listening to Bucking, keeping the resistance. Keep listening, keep fighting, and remember, nobody owns you but you.
I suppose it's better than walking.
Buck up. Hey, mate.
Come on. You're better than this.
Just put some effort in. You can get over it.
Just hang in there, okay?
Sometimes people think they're helping, but the words they use just get in the way. We're not here to talk. We're here to listen. Please call or text your local support hotline if you need help.
This is London Calling. You're listening to Buckingham, your source for executive me. It's hard to believe that there can be shortages in food and medicine in an advanced country like ours, and yet those old government promises of adequate food turn out to be just another lie. Today we're short of basic foodstuffs and vital medical supplies. Hundreds have already died of conditions that can be easily cured. The black market means that criminal gangsters can run our cities. And Prime Minister Dev Hassani isn't even around to pretend to care. How do we go from a consumer paradise to a place of empty shelves, fighting for supplies? What turns a land of plenty into a wild west of hoarding, food battles and black market barons? We protect everyone who comes on the podcast by keeping their identities. Here's veteran political reporter Ian on the power behind shortages.
I mean, what was the first thing that happened when Britain sealed itself off? The first stuff that stopped from coming in was fresh food. I mean, we could live without fresh food. I mean, everyone's quality of life got instantly worse, but we could live without it. The most damaging part was when the radioactive isotopes stopped coming. A radioactive isotope.
What's next?
Don't just blunder in. Hack the building's CTOS hub and see what to expect once you're inside.
Good call. I'm in.
Get all the names, places, dates, whatever information you can in there. We need to build this case. And find a way to free those people.
I'll see what else I can find.
Aye, no one's here yet. Good thing, too. The champagne's light. And you know how these rich bastards like free Blanc. We ain't up the team with it. products primed and ready for sale, no worries.
I can't get her name.
Nah, she ain't.
Strange.
Not for this lot, at least, which is fine with me. She's the boss and all, but, exactly. Always on eggshells when she's around. Oh, bound to be bloody, too. Come on, look at the camera. Straight. Right, that's good. Stand up now. And slowly turn around.
I don't want to do this. Please.
Get your fucking ass up. Fucking miserable. There's no way this bastard will sell. The buyers expect high quality stuff.
All right then, get him downstairs. We'll update the catalogue and put his stats online.
No, I'm sorry. I'll do what you say. Don't take me there, no!
Shut the fuck up!
Damn. What the hell?
Right, let's check that shit out.
Chances are good the basement will be locked. Chances are equally good that one of these knobheads left their access codes laying around somewhere. Thanks for the cellar key, knobhead.
Brilliant.
Black market, isn't it? So that's not what I'm on about.
Are you just going to fucking stand there? Move!
Where you at, you little mouse? Yo, cover me, I'm on the hunt.
Don't look at me!
How can these people call themselves human beings? They're drinking wine and buying slaves.
Keep your head. If we try anything before disabling the microchips, Mary Kelly is liable to purge her inventory.
Add decades with a new heart. Kidneys, lungs, cornea. The Golden Goose offers a full range of merchandise sourced pre-mortem from the...
That's creepy as hell. The Golden Goose is an online marketplace for buying people and organs that are still in people who will soon be dead people. Mary Kelly is a sick fuck.
I suggest washing your hands after this. Well, here's something interesting.
Miss Kelly, why is our explosive shipment delayed? You've received the crypto.
Every penny, love. Must admit, I thought you was some trolls chatting shit in Mum's basement.
And what do you think now?
I think you're well funded. And my organisation could be implicated in something quite ghastly. I think the price just doubled.
True to your reputation. But we can offer you something more valuable than money.
What's that then?
Power. We can make you the Queen of London.
queen, eh? A queen is sovereign, autonomous.
Unchecked. Release our shipment, and London will be yours to rule.
Well, I know a good deal when I hear one. Fireworks are on the way. Careful you don't burn yourselves now.
Ah, this is the nail in her coffin. Mary Kelly supplied the explosives for the bombings. Add that to the slaves and the organ market, she is done.
That's an interesting turn of events. So Mary isn't Zero Day, but she's involved. I have to admit, Zero Day's plan to cover their tracks was clever, and it worked. Even I didn't suspect this, and I suspect a lot of things.
Let's not lose sight of what we're doing here. We need everything on the Golden Goose for Caitlin's case. Bagley, were you able to recover any data?
This is a simple market site. I've recovered inventory lists, but not much that will help Inspector Lau's case.
Bags, we need to get to the website servers. We can pull the intel Caitlin's after and fry everything else.
I'd love to, but the servers are rudely jumping all over the world. They're probably using a shuffle protocol and some kind of mixnet. I can work it out, obviously, but it will take me a few days.
What about the host upstairs? He might know where they are. Save us some time.
Find them! Tear the place apart if you have to!
Let's make this quick, all right?
That's it!
Getting eyes on the area!
Keep yourself up! Save me! The turret!
Send backup, now!
I'm out! Gonna reload!
Shit. No.
I'll have a look. I'm coming for you. Where's that coming from? Give it up.
Good instinct. I've got coordinates for the Golden Goose servers, and as a bonus, the microchip control relay. Both are at Neogate.
Top job, Bagley.
Why is there been scheduled downtime again?
DedSec, we need that server data. Once we have it, I'll take it to the Attorney General's
That's
office.
simple.
Mary Kelly is going down for all of this.
You're right, but we can't leave the Golden Goose online. We'll have to destroy the servers and the microchip control relay. It's the only way we can save the people that are still chipped. Let's do this.
Next stop, Neogate. It seems Mary hid the Golden Goose servers in the heart of a cybersecurity software company. I don't condone her actions, but I must applaud the method.
drugs for schizophrenia. So we saw such an uptick in the kind of attacks you saw in the street and people suffering on their own because they didn't have the mental health drugs, because those drugs simply couldn't be stockpiled. We eventually found the same thing with food.
Got a potential recruit for you. I'll mark them on your map.
The UK was, we don't produce our own food. We
Overtired Hitman.
years we produced under. Half of our own food. So as soon as those wars went up, we started having significant material problems in the country. And Britain always told itself they had this national myth, right, that because it got through the war, that it could go through any kind of hardship. I mean, that wasn't really the case. Actually, people during the war were far more frightened than some of this historical stuff makes out. Now, what did we see? People don't want to go through that stuff. They were desperate for the things that they had before, and they were scared. So they went to the black market. The same thing that always happens. And where did the growth of Clan Kelly come from? It came from people wanting the things that they could previously get legitimately and could now only get through the black market, funneling funds towards criminality. And from there, we got to the situation we have now of this bizarre war between criminals and security that seems to dominate what's going on out there on the streets.
Nothing shakes people's faith in capitalism quite as much as when capitalism...
I'm here.
Neogate hasn't been around for long, but they're leading the antivirus market. I bet the Kellys have something to do with this growing success. Regardless, we're about to destroy all of it.
Listen, I want that as bad as you do. But let's gather all the evidence we can before blowing it up. This is what we've been chasing after this whole time.
I suggest hacking the camera network to see what's what.
Handle this.
Jesus!
Conspiracy initiative. It is illegal for persons to gather in groups greater than 5. To do so is a crime.
Shit, up.
You and me! Come on!
Public is Albions #1 priority. Obeying Albion is
Okay, I can get that door open from in there. Just get inside. Sorry, I have to take a little break. Okay, I'm back. Yes. Go with it. I'll open the door for a quicker exit. I think I could take the three of them out. Shit. Oh shit.
Wait, stop now, and I might not kill you.
That makes things easier. Don't know what they're unlocking, but they're unlocked.
These feeds are from a sub-basement under the server room. Anyone up for some light entertainment?
You see, it contains a chemical cocktail. Tulinum, conotoxin, succinylcholine. Well, why go into specifics if you wouldn't even understand? Let's just say it took a lot of trial and error to get the mix right. Wouldn't want it killing too quickly or contaminating the organs.
Oh my god. This is where they implant the microchips. Test them. Bagley, capture all this footage. It's all going into my case file.
Here's another. I'm glad to see they're trying to keep things sterile. Don't want to risk infection. One more.
At issue are the strong convulsions triggered by the microchips, and concern over the possibility of damaging the valuable merchandise, the eyes being the most vulnerable. Initial findings indicate that the microcharge may be the problem. Although the damage to the lower stem is minimal, it is enough to trigger strong convulsions in approximately
Okay, Bagley, please stop. I can't watch this anymore.
There's a special place in hell for all the people involved in this operation.
You've got all the Golden Goose data along with this footage. Plus, you have her conspiring in the bombings. That must be enough to put Mary away.
I hope so. Now, how about blowing that shit up and disabling those microchips?
Brill.
I've got you.
Well, this open to something down here. Okay.
It's open.
Well done.
time to leave Mary Kelly a present. Let's blow this shit up.
Okay. God. Camera.
Do it.
The microchips are no longer functioning. I think Kelly's golden goose is cooked.
Bagley, your jokes need work.
Just leave the area before the same thing happens to you, all right?
Received. Responding to the situation now.
You can't catch me.
Control, I can't see the suspect. Please advise.
We have enough, DedSec. I'm going to my contact in the Attorney General's office right now. No time to waste. Mary Kelly is finally going down. Thanks.
Don't let us down, Caitlin.
That's good for Caitlin, but shouldn't we do something about all the people that still have chips in them?
Any second now, Mary Kelly is going to realize that her personal slaves are no longer slaves and more like potential witnesses. We should apprehend her before she turns them into definite corpses.
We can't risk that happening. It might throw a spanner in Caitlin's plans. But we need to help those last few people she's threatening.
The Kelly stronghold is at the Sandstone residence. I've marked it on your map.
Let's call the phone line. Here's the number, listeners, in case you want to drop someone in, as long as it's not me. 0044 203 807 3832. And don't forget to get the permission of the person who pays your bills before you call that number.
Hey, I'd like to report my co-host Andrew, who runs an underground satirical anti-government comedy show, for running and co-hosting an underground satirical anti-government comedy show.
I've found a potential recruit for you. Drop in a pin on your map.
Suspect for you, that is my co-host Alice. I have some evidence for you. She tutted audibly at the sight of an Albion vehicle in the street yesterday. She says she prefers pigeons to Bloom drones.
Mary's possibly going on a rampage of cleaning house. She still has control over the microchips in her vicinity. We need to disable them from her security system if we don't want all the hell to die.
I understand.
Ain't desperate enough, right?
Might get desperate real fast if she starts in on them with that optic.
Nah, she brought my will.
What the fuck happened, alright? Servers went kablooey. Whole operations up in smoke.
That's what she asked for all of them.
Is this?
Don't make a fucking noise! Just put your hands up!
Brill. Done. Have a look at this.
Come on, scum! Bring it on then, fuck! Peter!
Jesus.
Right. Well, at least the chips are disabled. Mary has sealed herself in her office downstairs, but the mainframe will repower the elevator. Oh, and guards are on the lookout, so do try to survive.
Brill.
They're well trained, you see. Not like people. Paper are lazy, aren't they? Won't do what they're told. And don't turn your back on them, they'll try to fuck you. Bleeding selfish, that's what they are, but dogs. Dogs just obey orders. They don't have hidden agendas, no ulterior motives. They just live for you, loyal till the end. Simple enough, if you ask me, but still too much to ask of people. Out of all this useless bunch, dogs are the only ones I really trust.
Oh shit. Sorry.
Shit! Shit! Another one down. Oh.
You need to stay near the mainframe long enough so I can reactivate the lift to Mary's office.
Bloody chips don't work. I'm in my office. Come exterminate the vermin.
Need some cover!
Peter's down. Get your useless asses down here and end these cockroaches.
They won't stop shooting! Reloading. Look out!
Where is everyone? Come over here! Do your fucking job!
Roll into this shotgun is the last thing you're gonna see.
Who said that?
I'm taking fire! Right here.
Done. The elevators are operational and you can access Mary's office now. And Inspector Lau is on channel. None too happy, I'm afraid.
DedSec, what the hell are you doing over there? We had a deal. We do this my way. That's why we gathered all that proof. I have the paperwork we need.
Is your paperwork going to stop her killing her slaves? The woman's a mad dog, Lau.
We don't have time to fucking discuss this again. Get in there and stop her from doing anything drastic. I'm on my way.
Come on then. I don't need no fucking microchip to gut you filthy bastards! Oh! DedSec, is it? At least your timing's good.
The police are coming for you.
Oh, I am counting on it, love. Everyone freeze! Back away from her. Mary Kelly, you're under arrest. Take me in, Inspector. I'll throw myself on the mercy of the bleeding court. But don't plan on me staying around very long. You lot! I gave you purpose when this city spit you out! We'll be seeing each other again very soon. Stop! You don't think she's gonna let you scum take her white whale?
Who are you protecting? The system or the people?
Promise us. Promise us she won't go free.
Go. I'll take care of this.
Okay, I think she's dead. Okay.
Well, DedSec, you got your wish. Mary won't be walking away from this or anything else. I wanted to do this the right way, but after everything I've seen, I guess I couldn't let her live.
She had it coming, Lau. And it's all she deserved. For the lives she destroyed, for Angel. You did the right thing.
She only reaped what she sowed, Caitlin. At least now she won't harm anyone else.
I don't know. That was some version of justice, but not mine. At least, I didn't think it was when we started all of this.
Well, the Queen may be dead, but there are plenty of Clan Kelly peons willing to take up the mantle.
You're right about that, Bagley. I will keep my ear to the ground. I hear about more Clan Kelly shenanigans, you'll be the first to know. You're good partners, DedSec. Let's keep it going.
It is by its nature a tool for authoritarianism, and it has been used.
How does big data look into our lives? James covered it in Crisis Press.
Oh, so you watching me, is
We're
it?
starting to see the merger of private data and that with data held by the state into what are called social credit systems. This is where every...
You'll like this. Got word from Hamish that Nigel Cass is planning to unveil some new nasty project at a press conference.
And why would I like that? Albion's always got some sort of nasty plan going.
Because Hamish has convinced his Albion contact to talk to us. Apparently it took some doing, since Radu's a squirrely sort. He's been especially agitated lately. But he has insider information we could use. The meeting's at the Drowning Post.
Wouldn't mind a drink while we plan how to give Nigel bloody Cass a black eye.
For example, better travel privileges, being able to travel first class, or being denied from travelling first class to not being able to travel at all. These systems are very real and very possible because of all the data that is now held on us.
So if your ears are burning and you think someone might be watching you, you're probably right. They're watching all of us. I'm Tash and you've been listening to Buckingham. Keep listening, keep sharing the show and keep it encrypted. They're watching us, but we're watching it.
Here at Star Rogers, we want to wake you up before life tries to break you up. Now, that's the way to start the day. Star Roger. Wake up and experience the coffee.
Hello and welcome back to The Upload. In this episode, we're talking about CTOS 3.0, the city operating system that's now powering...
This is the place. Where's our informant?
Bad news from Hamish. Impairing our frontal lobe again, are we?
Only when it's strictly necessary, Bagley.
The attack occurred just as Albion CEO Nigel Cass was announcing a new security
Turn up the telly, mate!
Our cameras captured video of the attack, which some viewers may find disturbing.
Without their tireless work, we couldn't have rolled out these checkpoints. Watch out! 43C. Engage contact right. Aim fire! Aim fire!
Liar! You fucking liar! You're going to kill us all! Government officials have yet to issue a statement, but Cass had this to say.
An attack on me and my men is one thing. We're trained to handle these monsters. But I will not abide civilian casualties. This city deserves peace. And I promise you, London, we carry on as we are, these attacks will continue. We don't need to live like this. Scared to leave our homes. Criminals, terrorists like these, can be stopped before they even start. And I have a plan to do just that. Your police and politicians may have stopped fighting for you. But I will never stop. Thank you.
This is what I'm talking about. Cass ought to be in charge of things.
The hell he should. He's just another greedy bastard.
Nigel Cass is the only one who gives a fuck about this city.
Twat!
Oi, break it up. Keep it civil.
Seriously? Fucking hell. Tell me you lot met with my contact and he had nothing to do with this.
Your man never showed up, Hamish. But come on, this was a show. It has Cass written all over it.
This opportunity was a bit too convenient, if you catch my meaning. We need to lay eyes on that attack site.
No, you don't get it, fam. Radu's been seriously unbalanced lately. Talking all sorts of rubbish about someone having to stop Cass, no matter the cost.
Timing's too pat. Cass announces this new security initiative and then he's attacked in public. No way.
Hope you're right. And it's not Radu gone off the deep end.
Collected and feeds back into its big information control system.
Oh, not you and Bloom and privacy again. You're a broken record.
Not as broken as our city's cars.
You're listening to The Bug.
May cause nausea, vomiting and headaches. Hello, Britain. This is The Bug, the show that holds up a mirror to the world and smashes itself in the head with it in despair. I'm Andy. Joining me, as always, Alex.
This is the site where Nigel Cass was attacked. But, surprise, surprise, his personal goon squad has already scrubbed the area for evidence.
Why clean up so fast? Cass is hiding something.
Yes, if you search for clues, I may be able to reconstruct the attack in augmented reality.
You're better than a Swiss Army knife, Bags.
There is a CTOS data relay nearby. That will have the data I need.
Okay, I'm on it.
Find the suspect. That should do it. Go back to the location of the incident to view the reconstruction.
Moron.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
This does look like pro-terrorism, in the sense that it's both professional and in favour of terrorism.
Well, that doesn't narrow it down much. We know he had access to professional weaponry, but that's it. Let's see what I can find.
Let's go with this.
Searching facial recognition databases, and here he is, Radu Florin, an Albion employee in good standing, until he tried to drive his floating truck into his boss.
Radu? Oh, shit. Fam, that's the bloke put me on the Themis. My contact inside Albion.
So it wasn't a false flag attack at all. For once, Nigel Cass wasn't scheming. Give me a second to process that.
What the fuck did he find to make him desperate enough to do this? Roll it, Bugs.
Look at that. Albion trucks have black boxes on the undercarriage, just like aeroplanes. I can track down the black box, which should lead us to the truck's current location.
Great plan. Run the plates too.
Of course. I'll also monitor Albion communications and 1,000 other little things you would appreciate.
Looks like a disgruntled employee situation. Cass did something to seriously piss this guy off.
Hey, if Albion goons are going after each other, I'm all for it. Let's see if we can get a look at the truck.
According to Albion radio chatter, they've moved the truck to the Tone bombing site. And here's something even stranger. They've moved Radu Florin's body along with it.
The Tone site? What the fuck?
Albion has been coordinating recovery efforts at the site, which is rather vague.
It's a dumping ground, innit? For problems they like to see disappear. If we find the truck, we find Radu.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no, it sounds good. Nothing to miss here.
Is he someone I can recruit? He's always got the thing on his head. Maybe.
food for British tummies. Spelt, nettles, rabbit. That's all we need. That's all we need in the glory days. Everyone around to Nigel's for dinner. Yum yum.
Who needs Italian olives when you can eat pickled rubber bands and a soup of regret? Who needs a nice cheese when you can eat a lukewarm, unspecified rat meat pie with 0 spices?
Sand, nettles, and bits of dead fox. That's all we needed to eat in the glory days. Let's make Britain great again. That's all from the Bug today. Good night, sleep tight, and make sure the bed bugs do die.
Times are uncertain, and we live with the constant news of threats. But hasn't that always been the way? This island became great, not because of the good times, but how we dealt with the bad. From tighter border controls to investing in the pound, your government is taking the...
I'm at the site of the Tone bombing. This is where Albion brought the truck used in the Finsbury attack.
That's right, but what we don't know is why they brought it here.
Let's see what I can find.
Okay. Let's get the truck. It's alright.
He's looking to automate our jobs, mate. This is no joke.
Director Cass? You're serious?
Who told you that? Friend over in R&D. The shit he's told me about background checks and knowing who's going to be useful to Albion, who's going to be a problem.
You that worried about your job? This is a PMC. They already do background checks on all of us.
But you don't get it. He was talking about the general population, not just us employees. How bad is it that everyone has to be watched that closely?
Well, look around. It's fucking bad. And Cass is going to do what he has to keep it from getting worse. Suggest you do the same.
This is the truck used in the Finsbury attack. I have a VIN and plate match. The dash cam is a shambles, but the local cameras picked up some audio. Worth a listen.
Oh, Jesus. He's pretty burnt up.
Happens when your truck explodes.
Fuck. I used to see him around R&D. Did you know him?
Hell no. But even if I did, I wouldn't fucking talk about it. Know what I mean?
I'm detecting several optics nearby with no life signs connected. That's where we should look for the driver's body.
On it.
It's just a tent up there.
This is him. Has to be. He's got burns all over.
There's a lump of damaged metal in his noggin that might once have been an optic.
Yeah, but not enough to stop the almighty Bagley.
I'm pulling everything down from his cloud storage now. I recommend escaping from the premises.
How cold do you have to be to use this place? This is a dumping ground for dead bodies.
If you consider that new bodies are constantly being unearthed from the Tone wreckage, they can kill anyone they want and get away with it.
For you.
Get behind cover!
Take a photo, what are you doing? Climb back up there.
All units. Possible suspect or
Oh, that guy.
suspects reported near your location.
Message received. Moving in. Over. We're on their tail. Over. Immobilizing the suspect.
Get in the car! Oh my god. Ooh, that was close.
I had them. Where did they go?
I've decrypted an audio file recovered from the attacker's body. Shall I play it?
It's your show, Bags.
CTOS, and I am not sure that I agree with this, Andy.
He's launched them, Mum. They're waiting up there, and no one knows. People think he'll keep them safe, but that's not what he wants. He wants control. He sent them up there to watch us. And worse, he called them Justice Themis drones. What a cruel joke. The project was dead, but he has the team re-engineering an upgrade that'll activate a systemic reboot, and you always hated it when I used my big up words. I can't let it happen. And without him, it doesn't. Mom, I'm about to do something. Something awful. Or at least people will say it's awful. If they know what I know, maybe they'd think better of me. Less of a monster. But I'm trying to stop a monster, Mom. I am. If you had the chance to stop something terrible from happening by killing someone, wouldn't you do it? Something truly horrible. I'm sorry. I love you.
I trust these polls as much as I trust someone recommending to watch during a break.
This must be a joke. I can't believe these Themis drones have been above us all along. One system upgrade and they'll turn into flying assassins.
Might take months, but Cass could get the project back on its legs. Unless we destroy the drones themselves. Bugs boy, the Themis data we wiped at Titus. Any chance you remember enough to retro-engineer a more suitable upgrade?
I'll do you one better. I can code a virus from the data itself.
Bagley? What possessed you to keep a copy of the Themis data?
I asked him to. No sense in just flushing data. Never know what might come in handy or what you might learn. So, how do we use it to infect the drones?
Albion's got a primary communications hub at Tower Bridge.
Oh, that's good.
Upload the virus there, fam, and all the drones get a dose.
Let's do it.
That's as inanimate robots, they actually have more humanity, compassion and dignity than the human journalists we used to have to put up with, and a much more accurately calibrated moral compass. But it's the intrusion I can't stand, Alice. I'm in showbiz. Look at me here in this windowless dungeon. I'm in showbiz, and it's terrible for me, all these drones, knowing I'm being filmed all the time. Every day I have to make sure I've done my hair and makeup and not wearing clothes I've ever worn before. We all have crosses to bear.
At this point, they've installed so many CTOS cameras, I'm not sure where they'll put the new ones. On top of the old ones, just cameras watching other cameras, like a social media influencer so self-absorbed they don't know how to sleep without turning it into monetized content.
I think that's the logical end of all society, isn't it? Where just everything has just become a camera filming another camera. To be honest, I've just given up on all news and reality now, Alice. I now just make up my own headlines these days. I get a piece of paper and a pen. Remember them? Paper and pens. Those were the days. And I'll just write down the headlines I want to read. Now I'll just make my own newspaper that is, here I've got today. If you point at the bird shit on your car window and say it's a currency, no one can tell you otherwise. Screams Chancellor at Bilderberg karaoke night. Let's write another headline. Here we go. PM announces Britain back on track after swapping all Crown Estate properties for some magic beans. Might as well, we've got to do something as the nation we are today. Here's another one. Wild joy on the streets as Britain signs £864 zillion trade deal with Bolivia. There we go. Build a better world. Government claims only nice people will benefit from agreement to sell trampolines, mermaids and warships to landlocked South American nation. We're building a better Britain. Here's another one. Environment probably fine, claims drowning scientist. Invent the world you want to have, people. It's going to be way, way better than the one you've actually got. From the Bug, goodbye. From the Buccaneer, this is the Bug.
You're listening to The Bug.
Nibbling away at the rotten carcass of a once free Britain. Hello, resistors, this is The Bug, keeping the fire of hope alive in the vacuum of today's Britain. Okay, fires don't burn in vacuums. It's a little novelty Christmas light, shaped like a flame, but it's something. It is something to cling to. Joining me, as always, is Alice. And Alice, hold the front page. Technology apparently is here to stay. There's no way around that now. I'd just like to go back to the 18th century and see if we can have another crack at the Industrial Revolution and get it later on this time. But new tech is creating 4,000 jobs. Count them all, 4,000 new jobs. Thanks to this new tech investment.
I mean, that's a very exciting thing if you're someone who wants to work in the tech sector, but I can only assume that this tech investment has created 4,000 jobs that will immediately be taken by robots.
Even if they're not, there'll be jobs that no one in their right, sane mind would actually want to do, but that's the price of progress, I guess. And we have to embrace the way technology is taking over everything, because maybe this is a ray of hope for us in this darkened universe, that technology will in fact render us all obsolete. And we won't need humans at all, because look at the bad things that are happening now. What is the common denominator behind all of them?
I don't know, Andy, tell me.
All the bad things that are happening now, all the bad things that have ever happened, all involved human beings. They're always involved whenever anything goes wrong from the very dawn of time. And think of this, an automated Nigel Cass, surely a step up on the human Nigel Cass.
This is Albion's primary communications hub, but there's more security here than there is around the Royal Meth Stash. You should start by destroying their encryptors. If your hacking skills are up to snuff, dominating a combat drone or two could help.
Read you loud and clear.
Combat drone. You can get one, can't I? He's just hacking them. Oh, I can hijack one. Where are they? Number 2. Oh, 2 hive. So anyway. Oh, she's over there. Nope. Is that a way up there?
By law, you must keep your optic device with you at all times. Failure to provide your optic to another personnel will result in prosecution.
Oh, I need to destroy that. Yeah, so we need the other type of drone. Parcel one. What does he have? A shock drone. I have 5 more to get that. Well, it's locked, isn't it? Not that one. Some points there. They up there. You top. Well, let's actually pick them up. Okay, oh, that's no good. I need a cargo drone. Is the best thing to get. Well, there should be one at a construction site. I just saw them.
All units, I say again, all units, we have reports of a hostile in your area. Over. Moving to the hostile's location. Over.
I'm not through the stupid checkpoint.
Over.
Suspect is unsighted. Unsighted sweeping area. Terminating pursuit and coming back.
All right, just act normal.
Bloody cheek.
Let's take him down. I just want these plates. Leave him alone. It's fine. Right, I'm going.
Sorry, you've missed him. I'm afraid he's popped out for the decade.
Oh, never mind. Is there anyone else I can talk to?
Yes, of course. There's a shady cabal of vested interests who control the most public up in power.
Right, I'll have a chat with them then.
Oh, and you remember when you could get away with prank calls without people?
Hopefully that should work then, shouldn't it?
We're coming round to your house to beat the shit out of you.
Oh, happy times.
You're listening to The Bug.
Did you think the Prime Minister will ever come back?
I don't think we've ever had a Prime Minister.
Well, that's a much more reassuring way of looking at things. What have we become, Alice? When you look at the state of our politics, we're supposed to have the mother of parliaments. Well, this is one mother that has emphatically abandoned her kids in the woods to be brought up by wolves. And let me tell you, that never works out.
Hostiles near your location. Received. Mobilizing now. Out.
Well, how the hell do you use that then? Fucking hell.
Control, I'm ready to immobilize the target.
Do I not fully control that thing? Well, that's a fucking waste of time, isn't it?
Control, we are pursuing the target.
Right, let's go find a cargo drone. Or small ones that can attack.
Control, I've lost the target. Negative, suspect is gone. Issue an APW.
That was a construction zone, yeah. Hopefully they've got one there.
Coming up in today's episode of The Upload, we're talking about how Bagley managed to conquer London. Pretty much my favourite topic. I could talk for hours about the rise of the AI system. It's easy to forget about its origins. It's so present everywhere we go now. Bagley just kind of blends into the background.
Bagley is the service AI that's present in every Optic device. Whether you're using the Optic, Bagley will be there. The AI is streamed to your Optic. You think it grew so quickly?
In my mind, it's no surprise that Bagley became so popular. It's funny, useful, fast. It's a great companion and really just makes life so much easier. I mean, when you look back at all the service AIs that used to exist, they just can't compete. When you ask Bagley anything, there's a quick answer and loads of information available to you. One day, I let Bagley answer all of my messages for a whole 24 hours.
Ready, just.
Can you take him down? Oh my god.
Sweeping the area. Get a search.
Oh, wait a drone. One of them. Alright, I can hijack that one. Oh, follow me there.
Gotta get my head down.
Okay, I'll leave them to fight. Where'd you come from?
I wanna go home.
You. I need you. Come on. So get to there. Okay.
This area is not open to the public.
Scanning the area for suspicious behavior.
Can I get an ETA?
One imagines that such things no longer happen. That's not right.
This better work.
Not interested.
Oh, is it spider bot up there? Oh, bloody hell. Oh. How the hell do I get that up there? Ooh, do I really crawl on those? Maybe. Actually, yeah, that's probably how it's done. We'll see. Moving up. Don't think it's gonna work. Okay. Ah, no, he's dead.
Control. Suspects will not be a problem.
Okay, get in here. Where are the stairs? Can't get in through there. Okay, in through here. This is easier than what I've been trying to do the past 10 minutes.
Get on the.
Just fucking take him down.
She aims, she fires, she hits. Get on the way down.
Lousy maggots.
One down. Next.
That's it for the encryptors. You can now upload the virus using the central antenna.
I understand. And here we go.
I'm reading incoming drones.
It's not more Themis drones, right?
No. These aren't the algorithmically driven assassin drones. They're just the normal drones that also kill you.
That's Peter. Alright, let's see attitude.
Your friend's just been taken into Albion custody. So long as you don't cock up that badly, you'll be my favourite operative today.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen to me, right? Right?
Inside, am I getting in there? Is that what this is about? I put a different mask on him, didn't I?
to search protocol.
Come out! Wherever you are!
All clear. Moving on.
Must be nearby.
Returning to main station. Disturbance detected. Beginning investigation. Cease and desist. Moving astray.
Here we go.
I'm reading incoming drones.
Demis drones.
No, these aren't the algorithmically driven assassin drones. They're just the normal drones that will also kill you.
Drones have been deployed to apprehend the suspect.
I thought he just jumped off then.
The upload's about half done.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Security breach. Drone reinforcements en route.
Fireworks! That's it for Themis fam. No coming back from this.
Yes, the lights are lovely. I suggest you leave before someone gets the bright idea to turn yours off. Cass's plan to use drones driven by some social algorithm to dispense justice has backfired. Do you think he's actually read any of those Greek myths he's named his drones after?
What's to stop the next plan and the one after that? Cass is the real problem here. We have to figure out a way to stop him.
Yeah, and that's not even mentioning his drone army, his regular army, or the fact that this idiot city is full of idiots who support him. If we go after Cass head-on, we'll look like terrorists, which is exactly what he's been calling us.
So we take the people's support away, fam? Bags and me have some thoughts on what we gotta do. You lot better come in for a briefing.
Come for a briefing.
Make sure there's room.
Papers ready.
Okay, that hasn't froze. It's frozen my laptop.
Updating facial recognition software.
Okay.
And not fans of Bloom, but the idea of a souped-up version of Bagley, given it's already so intelligent, is a bit terrifying.
I wonder what they could actually make it do.
Nibbling away on the rotting carcass of a once free Britain.
Yum, yum.
Hello, Resistance fans. You're listening to the Bug Podcast, the objective voice of objection for this most objectionable world. I am Andy, not my real name, so good luck finding me, Monsieur Bloom. My real name is, in fact, Andrew, and I live in, note this down, a deluded pseudo-reality of my own making, which is, in fact, the most densely populated place on Earth these days, overcrowded, some might say. Joining me, as always, my next-door neighbour in these Netherlands of nonsense. It's Alice.
Yes, indeed, it is Alice. Alice, who the bleep is Alice? I am not going to tell you that, but you
I
can
don't know
just
if
sense it from the timbre of my voice.
all that's just been recorded because it froze on my laptop. Not sure.
It's coming from here. I
I'll
must
have
get a new wheel with
check that
one
once
other
I've
place.
finished.
And the headline today, Alice, our borders are safe. We can all sleep easy in our well-bordered beds. 4,000 illegals were deported last month. These illegal people breaking the law just by existing, and of course illegality is contagious. It can osmose through your skin just by standing next to an illegal person. So we've got rid of 4,000 of them. My question to you is, why only 4,000? Is that really enough? I will not feel safe until at least another 75 million people have been deported from this country, and I'm here in Britain on my own.
As a bleeding heart lefty, Andy, I would normally be outraged about this, but really I think mass deportation is a very handy way to break up with a partner. I'm sorry, baby, I love you, but an anonymous source has reported you for snoring really loudly in a French way.
So everyone out, no exceptions. Alice, not even you. It's for the good of the country. Everyone out, unless you can prove that your family own the background on the Bayeux Tapestry, cheering on King Harold at the back page.
Actually, that's not good enough. Unless you can show unwanted that your direct bloodline is untainted by...
Albion confirms that the explosions seen in the skies over London were indeed an Albion drone project that was sabotaged by the DedSec insurgency. In an exclusive interview with GBB Radio 1, Albion founder and CEO Nigel Cass had this to say.
Truth is, the supposed freedom fighters of DedSec have made London less free. That drone project was meant to replace Albion boots on the ground, let the city get back to normal, but now I can't in good conscience stand my people down. That's not how I lead.
Cass went on to implore listeners to treat any suspected DedSec operatives as terrorists and to immediately report them to Albion.
That lying fuck! He was about to kill everyone who'd even think about standing up to him. And now he says he's a victim.
And it's working. Sorry, that was too cheerful. Sadly, it's working. Too sad?
It's what he does. Scares the shit out of people, then swoops in and plays the hero. We've got to show them what he really is.
So that's his weakness, his image. If we shatter that, he falls apart.
Actually, we've been thinking about that. Bagley, on screen.
This is Claire Waters, political dissident and podcaster, reported missing after teasing a salacious upcoming episode. Sadly, it never aired, so all we have is this.
On the next episode of Buccaneer Radio, I'm chatting with someone from deep inside Nigel Cass's inner circle. He's promised me something that will expose Cass as the tyrant I know he is. This is gonna blow the roof right off White Tower. See you next week, pirates.
Nigel would have spun that interview if it was spinnable. If he went after Waters for it, that tape's a smoking gun.
We've got to have it.
Claire was known to broadcast out of Freight 1. You should begin searching there. Claire Waters appears to be an equal opportunity muckslinger. Albion is her target of choice, but she's railed against tech genius Sky Larson, SIRS, and Plan Kelly. Opinionated, isn't she?
Yeah. Well, imagine the shit she could distill with DedSec on her side. We should find her. Have a chat.
She's been digging in Cass's shit for a while. If what she has isn't enough to squeeze his bollocks in a vice, then maybe she'll join you lot and help find something.
Okay, I'm going to leave that there for today. Kind of tired, to be honest. Back on tomorrow, probably around 1 o'clock. Hopefully see some of you there, get a few more hours in on this. Hope to chat to a few of you as well. So all my videos get uploaded to my YouTube channel, which is just Gadget Games. Same logo as you might see on my profile here. Yeah, go over, check it out, give me a follow. I upload all my streams onto there. Yeah, back on tomorrow. Hope to see you all there. Cheers, bye.